So far in my wide zone offense, I've released videos to show you how to have a dominant run game, great play action passes if they really sell out to stop the run, and multiple mini schemes to really keep our opponent guessing and keep them on their toes. But today I'm bringing you a couple absolutely killer drop back passes that are really going to complete this whole offense and make it almost impossible to stop. Now if you guys want to see all these setups for this offense, I left a link down in the description for the playlist for this entire scheme. Go check it out after this video. Now for this play, we will be continuing out of the LA Rams playbook, and we will be in the formation bunch X nasty, and our two setups will be out of the play verticals and PA Rams counter. Now the star of this offense is going to be this verticals play. It is my favorite setup in this whole bunch X nasty formation, and it makes playing zone coverage next to impossible. It works so well because it has 5 vertical routes that really stretch the defense out, but they are layered and staggered in a way that makes it possible for the defense to cover everybody. Now PA Rams counter is a great play to work off of verticals because it's going to use the same motion. This is going to help us disguise which of these plays we are going to, and as opposed to verticals that really stretches the defense vertically, this is going to stretch the defense horizontally and really attack the sideline. Now if you just look at my YouTube channel, use all these different setups in this wide zone offense, you're going to have access to a really dominant scheme. But if you want to take this wide zone offense to the next level, you need to join my membership page. Now if you want to check that out, click the join button down below. Okay, let's go over the adjustments for verticals first. Also stick around till the end of the video because I'm going to have a write-up with all the reads and adjustments for both of these plays, and I'm going to have a preview of the defense that I am dropping next week. Now for this setup, we always want the bunch to the wide side of the field. Then we're just going to take the running back and put him on a wheel. Then we're going to take the solo receiver on the backside and put him on a fade. Then we're going to take the outside player in the bunch and motion him out. So really quick and easy setup, guys, and this is legitimately such a tough play to stop. Maybe my favorite play in the whole scheme. Okay, let's go look at the reads and the gameplay for this verticals play. All right, here it is. We can really call this at any point in the field against any zone coverage in the game, and you are just going to absolutely give them fits. So adjustments are in right here. We're going to motion this player out, and this is what our play art is going to look like. We have 5 vertical routes stretching the field, but they're all going to be layered, they're going to be staggered, and they're going to attack different areas of the field at different points. But our first read is always going to be this running back out of the backfield, and really we're looking for the user. So right here we're going to snap the ball and we're going to look for the user right away. So right here we see a user rush up the middle. So if we get quick pressure in our face, we are going to have this route, dump it out to him. It doesn't matter even if there's not quick pressure. If the user stays inside, we are going to look to this wheel route first, and we are just going to fire this in there. We have 2 players in front, make the guys miss. We have another blocker up the field, and we're able to take this in for a 31-yard touchdown against the blitz. Okay, here it is on 3rd and 2. I love this play as a 3rd down setup as well. Right here, once again, we're going to look for the user right away, and right here, okay, we see him dropping out. Now I want to see here. So this is actually a cover 2 look. It doesn't matter. Cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. Right here, it's cover 2. We see this corner, the flat defender getting out. That is because we have this motioned out wheel route on the outside that is going to pull all the flat defenders out. It doesn't matter if they're in hard flats, zone drops, it does not matter. They're going to get pulled out to the sideline. Now we have these 2 wheels going up the field. And if the user, right here, we have this crossing route going up the field as well. So if he stays in the middle of the field on that crosser, guys, if he doesn't come down to this running back, we see the flat defender way outside. We are just going to fire it up into the wheel route, make a guy miss. This was on 3rd and 2, and we're able to pick up like 20 yards. Okay, now our second read, guys, is going to be our tight end. So once again, it's going to work the same way. We're going to pull all the flat defenders out. So that last one was cover 2. This is actually going to be cover 3 with a double flat. So here's the hard flat, and here's the second flat defender back here. What we're gonna see, the wheel is gonna pull these flat defenders out. Now we just have an alley for both of our wheel routes. So once again, we're just gonna read the user, and we're basically just gonna wait until we see him pick one of these 2 players, and then we're gonna go to the other one. Right here, we're reading the user, and as soon as I see him start to turn his shoulders and come down to the wheel, this tight end is just going right up the seam, fire that in for a walk-in 25-yard touchdown. Okay, once again, let's run it. So right here, cover 3 once again, flat defender gets pulled out, and we're going to read the user, and this time the user comes right down on the wheel. So if the user shoots down, fires down on the wheel, now once again, look at the tight end just going up the seam. It's a delayed seam though. So this crossing route is going to pull back deep blue defenders. The wheel route is going to pull out deep blue defenders and pull out flat defenders. And now this tight end is just going up the seam wide open once again. Truck stick, few air trucks, get upfield for like a 40-yard gain. Okay, then our next read, our third read is going to be this crossing route. This is an absolutely money crossing route. It gets to a great area of the field, really gets behind those flat defenders. Even if they have their zone drop set like at 20 yards, this is going to get behind them. So now we're attacking the wide side of the field with all these wheel routes, and then we're attacking the short side of the field with this deep cross and this clearing route. So right here, we're going to snap the ball. We're going to look for the user. Basically, we can throw this running back route at any time you want. I could have fired it in. Then we see, okay, he's coming down to the running back. We see here, we could have easily fired in this tight end. Sometimes I need to get footage. I can't even just throw the easy read because I'm like, I gotta show him that this crossing route works as well. So here we see a deep flat defender set at about 15 to 20 yards, clear out route here, and we're gonna wait till he gets past this deep flat defender, totally flat footed, and we're just gonna fire that in once again. And then our last option on this play, guys, is gonna be this motioned out wheel route. So once again, we're still gonna be attacking the sidelines on this play. What we're gonna read here is if we see the flat defender start really far inside like this, now look at this player. He's just running out and up towards the sideline, and the flat defender is stuck way inside. So if we see the flat defender stuck inside and the deep blue defender dropping back, now we can just fire this wheel route up the sideline for a super quick hitting play, get upfield, and we're able to pick up, 12 yards on a just super quick and easy read. If everyone's stuck inside, fire that out right away. All right, now let's look at the adjustments for this PA Rams counter. And if you guys are enjoying this video, you like what you are seeing so far, definitely leave a like on this video. It really just helps the algorithm and helps me grow. So same thing, guys, we're gonna have the bunch to the wide side of the field. Then we're gonna take the middle receiver, the point man in the bunch, and we're gonna put him on a fade. Then we're gonna block our running back. Like I said, these are drop back passing concepts, not play action. Then this third adjustment is gonna be optional. Right now, our tight end, our inside receiver on the bunch is on a flat route. Now we can leave him on that flat route. It is super effective, but the other thing we can do is we can actually put him on a hook route that's going to get to about 10 yards and just sit in the middle of the field. And then when we get into the gameplay, I'll kind of show you why and when to call each one. And then the last adjustment, take that outside receiver, same as the vertical setup, and just motion him to the sideline. Going to look the same, pre-snap as our vertical setup. Okay, let's go look at the gameplay and the reads. Okay, adjustments in, same thing. Take this player, motion him out. It's going to look the same. Now, here's the setup with the flat route. I'm going to go over that first, but our first read is always going to be this motioned out corner route, guys. These motioned out corner routes are super good. They were super good in 21, and I think they're going to start making a comeback, especially against cover 3 or cover 4. So I really think it's making a comeback. Right here, we're going to motion this player out, and he's really going to be our first read. And what we're really reading is the flat defender and the deep blue defender on this side, whether it's cover 2, cover 3, or cover 4. What we're really looking for, guys, is the flat defender. See how they stay inside, and they're really not going to get out and up towards the sideline. So unless his zone drops are set super far back and he's getting way on his horse, then, we know this is going to be open. And then the other player we're reading is this deep blue defender. Then we see here, this fade route from our inside receiver is actually pulling that deep blue defender back. Now, using our brains, this player should really sit on this corner route, but he doesn't. So we're going to take advantage of it right here. And we're just going to fire that in along the sideline for a super easy gain of about 20 yards. Okay, here it is again. We see on this one, we have the hook on the field. I'll go over that in a second, but our first read is still going to be this corner route, cover 3 once again. I do like this play getting into close to the red zone. Here we actually have a hard flat on the field, so this is really going to make this read even easier. You see the deep blue defender is just dropping back, and we just can fire this corner route 26 yards out for a super easy touchdown along the sideline. Okay, then our second read is going to be this tight end flat route, and obviously a super easy read, guys. It's just going to be a quick snap throw. If they have no hard flats on the field, we're just going to fire the flats really quickly. So we're going to snap the ball here. We see deep blue defender dropping back, and we see no players underneath. fire that tight end route right away, get it into a playmaker's hands, fire up field for like a 15-yard gain. Okay, now we look and we actually have the tight end on a crossing route. So this is going to be optional. Basically, if we see they're sending everyone out to the wide side of the field because we're running verticals, we have wheels going up the field, we have the outside wheel of crossers, they're sending inside wheel from the tight end. They're going to send everyone out to the sideline double flatting. Now, if we put this tight end on a flat route, he's not really doing everything. Then we can just put this player on a hitch. Now what we're going to see, the user is just going to get pulled out. We have the corner route that we still probably could have thrown, but you know, the user's there. Then we have this backside cross coming across the field, double flat and user, this player trailing. Now we have this hook just sitting up. So we see here, we send this player out to the flats. He's not really helping us that much, but we have him hooking up backside away from the whole flow of the offense and the defense. Now he's just going to be wide open, fire it in for a 25-yard gain. Okay, and then our fourth read is going to be this backside crosser, guys. So really we can throw this at 2 times. He's going to be a really quick hot read over the middle if we get a heavy blitz. So right here, we're going to go over that first. We have the user kind of coming like he's blitzing. We have edge heat off both edges. So this is a 5-man blitz plus the user's coming down into the box. So now it's zone coverage. We have the flow going to the wide side of the field. And now if the user leaves the middle of the field, throw this crossing route in right away. Don't wait for the blitz. You don't have to wait for the corner route. Fire that crossing route, get upfield, gain yards, are really nice hot for you. And then the second time we call it, so right here, I kind of misread this play. Really, the second time we can call this is if, you know, they're really overplaying to that side, but they're not blitzing. So right here, we look, we could have thrown that crosser in right there, but here we have this hook. So the hook is sitting in the middle of the field. You throw that once or twice. Now the user's actually going to sit on that hook, and that's going to make a really nice hole right here in between the flat defender and the user. Now we can just throw that crossing route into that, you know, late window after that hook, fire it in, lead blocker out in front, get upfield, and we're able to pick up, you know, 35 yards. Now we have a ton of really good under center plays out of this bunch X nasty formation. But if you want to add a great passing scheme out of the shotgun to this wide zone offense, you need to watch this video right here.